Now that you've had a quick Google Classroom tutorial, let's talk about turning in assignments. If you have not watched my Classroom tutorial or you're not familiar with Classroom, I'll put a card for that up above. Go ahead and check it out. To turn in assignments, we are going to start by clicking on the Classwork tab to see what assignments we have. So here we have different assignment types. Each teacher might organize your assignments a little bit differently, but typically, if you click on an assignment, you'll be able to view that assignment and submit it. First, we're going to look at a Google form. Google Forms will often be a way for your teachers to give you quizzes or tests. This Google form, Mrs. Gist already submitted. So here, she didn't do so hot. She got a 1 out of 3 on this penguin trivia. Oofta. So she is going to go back now that she's completed this Google form and mark it as done. Now she has two options. She could comment in the class comments and say, Ms. Prestel, I completed the quiz. Class comments are something that everybody can see, all of the teachers and all of the students within your Google Classroom. Now, because she didn't do very well, she might want to go to a private comment and say, Ms. Prestel, can I redo this for a better score? Private comments on assignments are something that only you and your teacher can see. This is a great way to ask your teacher questions about any assignments you might have. Let's take a look at another assignment type. So if we're back in the demonstration class under classwork, another assignment type you might have is a Google Docs. I'm skipping around a little bit, and that's okay. So on a Google Docs, when you click View Assignment, your teacher probably gave you some work already. In this case, it's a worksheet. So we're going to open up this worksheet and, like all assignments, read the directions. This says you're going to highlight the correct sentence type. So I'm just going to highlight all randomly here so that we can complete the assignment. Let's pretend we finished it. On a Google Docs, when you complete the assignment, that you have two options. You can go back to Google Classroom to mark it as done, or you can turn it in right here. The turn in button right on the right-hand corner of your screen to the left of the share button. So I'm going to click turn in. Then it'll bring me to Classroom, where it will make sure I'm sure I want to turn it in, and I can turn it in. Again, if you have questions about your assignment, you have class comments and private comments. The next assignment we're going to take a look at is a Google drawing. So I'm going to click View Assignment. Here, the teacher has directions for us. So it says, create a Google drawing to complete your comic strip assignment. You must have 5 frames, a title, and at least 2 examples of dialogue. In the case of this assignment, there is no work given to us by the teacher. You will see this when a teacher doesn't have a standardized worksheet or assignment pre-made for you. When this happens, you are going to add or create your own work. You can add something from your Google Drive, you can link a website, or you can upload a file from your computer. In this case, because we're making a Google drawing, we are going to create new, and we're going to create a drawing. For other assignments, you could create a sheets, slides, or docs. Once we've created a drawing, we can edit that, and that will be attached to our assignment. We're going to pretend that Mrs. Gist completed her Google Drawings assignment and go ahead and turn it in. She's pretty confident that her comic strip is fantastic. So now you can see that she has her Google Forms turned in, her Google Drawings turned in, and her Google Docs turned in. There's one more assignment due tomorrow that we have to complete. This is on Google Slides. Like the other assignments, we'll click View Assignment and take a look at the work the teacher assigned to us. If we look at the directions, this is worth 15 points. It is due tomorrow at 8 a.m. And the teacher says, fill out the graphic organizer for each of the 5 vocabulary words. Here, the teacher gave us a Google Slides. So we'll go ahead and open that up. So now that I'm in this Google Slides, I can see the work that she needs to do. So we're going to complete our graphic organizer. So it says type your word here. So the first vocab word is perpetuate. I don't really like how that looks all spread out, so I'll go like voila and put it there. And then type your definition here. And the definition in my own words is to keep going and going. And then you will fill out the rest of the graphic organizer. Let's pretend that Mrs. Gist has completed this. Then, unlike Google Docs, there's no turn-in button here, so we're going to have to go back to our Google Classroom. Here, we can click the turn-in button. It's going to ask again if we want to turn it in, so we'll say, yes, indeed, we do. Now, when she goes back to her classwork, every one of her assignments is turned in. This has been a short tutorial on how to turn in assignments on your Google Classroom. If you have any questions, as always, please let me know. If there are any other tutorials I can make for you, either send me an email or put those in the comments below. Have a great day.